I'm not surprised.
And good evening. Welcome. This is a Rowany TV first. Well, it's a first because it's a birthday party in lockdown. And I am joined by the partner in crime from downtown Port Erin. It is Mr. Dickie Corrin. How you doing?
I'm not too bad, Jed, with yourself.
Yeah, good. Now, just give us a quick update about the master of the bin wagon, the Formula One driver. Tell me, how's he doing?
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, he's on the mend. Hopefully getting moved into a ward out of and fingers crossed he'll be back with us next week, sometime next week. Fingers crossed.
That is good news, and that is the news we want to hear, so get well soon, because we need to see you tearing up that fairway and coming out with the usual diatribe of bullshit and crap golf, which you're very good at. But anyway, we're here on what is actually a special day, and it is Holty's 60th birthday. Now, under normal circumstances, we'd be doing something different, but we're all confined to barracks, aren't we, Dickie?
We are, yes, but I'm sure my learned friend Peter will be raising a tipple to himself, without a doubt.
I can say that because under normal circumstances it'd be like 6 o'clock and the guy would just be, he'd be gone by now, wouldn't he? He'd be a gibbering wreck. Gibbering. He would be. Now we've actually overcome the power of technology, and we should be able to bring Holty himself in on screen. So if I can just try that, I'll just bring him in now. Holty, all I can see is a big S in your face. So just give the camera a bit of a wobble. I think we can hear you, is that right?
Oh, I can see him.
We can hear you.
Oh, why can't I see him? Why can't I see him?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
Jedwood.
No,
Can you hear me?
no, I can hear you.
I can.
Yeah. There's a usual tone of bullshit just airing over the radio waves. There's no doubt about that.
From the goat, feed the goat, and he'll send you a message, Pete.
Oh yes.
I know.
Feed the goal, and he will score.
Now,
He was crap anyway.
didn't we have a message?
He was the great.
We did.
Blue's getting in on the act.
Blue.
They can't see, apparently.
I can't see. I'm just going to check the old Rowany TV, but we can hear you, Holty, which is but it's probably a better thing. It's probably better that we can just hear you
that's a good
and
thing
not
and a bad
see
thing,
you.
Jed.
But hang on, let me just check the technology. You know what it's like. I mean, I know that where you are down in Port Erin there, that the internet isn't quite what it should be, is it? So we could have a bit of a problem with the signal.
No.
But now I can't. I would advise maybe. Are you on like a phone or something, or the camera's on? Yeah, we can.
No.
We can check all that.
He's on.
No, we're on Maria's top of the range
It's not
laptop.
top of the range.
It is. It's a good one. You only just bought it. It's a good one.
Well,
Yeah.
I tell you what. I've got a suggestion. All right, it could completely bollocks this amazing birthday party up already within only 6 minutes. But I think maybe you should
Just another Rowdy moment.
just
Steve
let.
Gadd here anyway.
Yes,
Gone
5 minutes are gone, and then Steve is away. Interest is lost. But anyway, what I'll do is, Holty,
Didn't last that long.
just switch off. Just switch off and then come back in, dial back in, see what happens there. Let me get the old contact thing up. Meeting Richard, three of, or just give the bloody phone a shake or something.
Oh, Maria Harvey has left.
She has left. Is that ominous? Is that a sign? Let's see.
Oh,
Back again. Guess who's back? Back
Can
Can you
in.
see me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're back in. Oh, I think we've got a bit of a camera problem.
Got to turn it off.
Maybe you can't. Get someone.
This is. Listen, the ratings are just going to be going through the floor on this, but I think we'll
just disappear.
We'll proceed in any case.
Don't give up your bus driving, Jed.
I have done. There's no money in that now. That's gone. Right, I think we should start the call again, and we'll come back in. I'm just trying to work out why this has happened. Could you see Dickie? I mean, can you see Dickie and me?
We can now. It's come back.
We can see and hear both of you.
Yeah, I've just checked with Dawn. Both us two are on it, Jed. But yeah, Pete's a Skype symbol.
Ah, right, a Skype symbol.
I can see all three here.
So you can see all three. So is that because the problem is with me?
Can you see me, Dickie?
I can, Pete. You're looking very good, Pete. Handsome.
I love Dickie.
Have you been drinking already? Have you?
That's me.
All right. Well, it's Jedward's the problem then, as normal.
I'm struggling to see what has happened. What I'll do, I'll just cut the call. I'll cut the call, and I'll reboot it again, and we'll see how we can get on. So just go and grab yourselves another drink. Just sit by, and we're back in 2 minutes. I'll get this thing sorted.
Worst captain and presenter ever.
Everyone's switched off and put the news on.
Yeah. Right, okay, we'll just try that. We're back in a minute. Right, okay. Sorry about this, folks. Just a bit of a technology breakdown. I suppose I should be talking about this. Oh, here we go. Right, come on then. Oh, here we go. Right, now then. We have got you on screen, Maria. I can just see the corner of your eye. Someone needs to move into centre field.
He will when he gets back from the toilet.
Oh, God, what a thought. So, tell me, Maria, what has he been doing today?
Not a lot. He's been panicking for most of the day.
Has he?
This interview is really... I know.
Has it? It's really stressed him out. Well, I think...
You have totally stressed him out.
I think for safety's sake... For the ongoing professionalism of the interview, I think we'll just stick it to me and you, Holty. I think for some reason having Dickie Corrin's big shiny head interferes with the bandwidth and reduces the quality of the of the broadcast.
Not much better.
But I've got to say, on behalf of Rowany Golf Club, as last year's captain and current nobody, we've got to say all the very best to you, mate. You've reached 60. I mean, surprising the intake that you've done.
I know.
It's just amazing to see. But you're an absolute stalwart in the club, and we can have a bit of fun tonight. We can just run through a few bits and bobs. So if I can just pick up on the comments, we've got quite an audience watching, and what I am pleased to see, we've got We've got Geordie Paul, we've got Nancy Holt, we've got Mark Walton, Rebecca Misselbrook, Ori Glover, Dawn Corrin, and more.
Patricia Holt.
Patricia Holt.
Right, well, I don't really know what you want me to say, Jed.
You don't have to say anything. What I've got to say...
I will like to say a great big thanks to everybody today for their best wishes and happy birthday messages and one thing and another. Funny enough, at 4 o'clock we had a family Zoom meeting from Spain, Scotland, Lake District and the Isle of Man, and that was nearly as big a shambles as this. That was interesting as well. But yeah, I love Rowany. I love everybody up there. It's
We'll have a
it's
bit
like,
of a party.
It's like Mark Walton said before. I don't think there's any club on the island with the same camaraderie as what there is in that clubhouse. And on the course, of course. It's brilliant. And long may it last.
No, and you and Maria are a big part of that. All part of this like crazy jigsaw that we kind of put together week in, week out.
True, yeah.
So we've got
crazy being the right word.
We've got a bit of a test anyway over the next few weeks, but we'll get through it, and we'll be all back to normal soon. And Holty, maybe everyone can have a get together. Then it could be the Manchester City Premiership, Champions League, FA Cup, all in one go.
Celebration.
That must be on the cards.
Quadruple celebration.
Now, tell me, today we even had one of the Manchester City greats actually wishing you happy birthday. What's all that about?
Oh yes, this morning, or sorry, lunchtime-ish, my cousin Amanda, better known as Mandy, in the northwest, had arranged for Sean, the goater, to send me a message. Absolutely fantastic it was. Totally out of the blue, excuse the pun, but it was brilliant. I remember Goater, as a few of you older lads will, and funny enough, Mark Payton sent me a message. He played against Goater on the Isle of Man when Goater was playing for Man United reserves, which is another interesting little snippet for you. But yeah, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And he was so down to earth, it was as if I'd known him all my life.
Well, that's
obviously.
That's
very good.
That's what they said. Feed the goat and he will score, and likewise feed the Holt and he will drink. Thank you, Dickie, for that little gem there. So good to see you, Dickie. You're online and joining us. So we've had quite a lot of activity, but I think it's not like a "this is your life" moment. But I think we've got to tell the viewers, we've got to share, the Holty life history with people that are watching. And I actually got a lovely email from Patricia Ann Holt.
Oh my God.
Now, it's funny because I think any of us that live on Facebook will have noticed that Holty's mum keeps an eye on what he's up to, and
what's going on.
And I mean, that is the beauty of like social media in these tough times, in that we can't get together, but at least we can communicate with each other and keep an eye on things, and it's absolutely wonderful. And all our hearts go out to you. She's in Spain, isn't she?
Yep.
So anyway,
and my sister.
And your sister.
Sister Nancy as well.
Sister Nancy, Mum Patricia. Go on. Who else is on the repertoire?
And Josh.
Nephew Josh.
Nancy's son, and his partner Remy, and
Alejandro.
I had to make sure I pronounce that right. I was going to call him Alexandra, but it's Alejandro.
That's like something that Pedro would come out with.
If you're watching this, love you all.
Well, we were doing a bit of background research, and Mum says that you're actually born in Rosendale.
Correct.
And Rosendale, that is famous for having a artificial ski slope. Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you get all these people whizzing.
After my time there, of course, but
well, no, it's true. I mean, you've been on the slippery slope ever since, but but I was just reading the biography. It really makes interesting reading.
You up, though, Jed.
It really makes life interesting in that you were living over a bakery when you were a kid. Is that right?
Well, no. The truth is, my mum and dad owned a bakery when I was born. Mum was running up and down the stairs with trays of custard tarts a week before I was born.
So it's kind of in the DNA, isn't it? You know your passion for pies.
Yeah.
Oh, been a master baker? Oh.
My dad.
Careful now.
Yeah.
Careful now.
Yeah. Can't beat a good pie.
No, well, I mean, you've been keeping the trade alive and well ever since, by the looks of things. So when you were 9 years old, I'm reading that you moved up to the Lake District.
Sure did, yeah.
So it's just a bit of a trip up the M6. What happened there?
Well, my dad was in the car trade in Bolton, Bury, Manchester, that area. And he just decided to do something different. He bought a little guest house in Bowness, 76 Rockdean, remember it well. And then he bought a place to the road, the Westbourne Hotel, and he was still travelling down the motorway. And and then that's how we ended up getting in the pub trade. I used to do the bottling up before I went to school, and that's all I've ever done, really, Jed.
Well, I'd say
some people think I'm all right at it, and some people think I'm crap. But there you go.
I think many of us would say that you've actually got a distinction in the trade. There's no doubt about that. But tell me, you've got like cars and vehicles and motors and enthusiasts in the background. Tell us about that. I mean, that's really interesting.
That was in our DNA as a family, because my dad was always into cars, rallying, Mini Coopers, Lotus Cortinas, and I was brought up, and he was in the trade, of course, so we used to drive all sorts of cars. He used to come home with all sorts, Aston Martins, Lamborghinis.
You did the Beaujolais run.
Unfortunately, yeah. Oh, yeah, we did Beaujolais runs. We did everything. It was Le Mans, 24-hour race. Anything to do with cars. And my dad was a big cheese with BMW. We used to test drive for BMW. And I was always so proud of him. So cars have always been in my blood, really.
And you've kept it going with the current fleet.
A few bangers at the time.
So some high mileage units.
Like yourself, Jed.
So fantastic. So I mean, at the moment we've got something quite exquisite parked on the Rowany forecourt, which apparently it's got what is it? A PlayStation 2.
Is it what?
It's got a PlayStation.
Yeah, you've got to sort that out.
Yeah. I did promise. So
that was me. That was my birthday present to myself.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
As you probably well know, we did a house up that I'd had for quite a while, which we're now living in, and I had some money left over, so I thought,
why not?
I'll treat myself.
It
is an old one. Just let everyone know it's a 2007 model, so it didn't cost a fortune. I'll tell you that. Everyone thinks we're making too much money at Rowany. Don't be mistaken.
No, not on those hours that you're open. That's impossible.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I tell you, just for the audience, listen, it's great to see you commenting, and I can actually see what is being posted online. So if you've got any comments for Holty, anything for Maria, just please post. This is your one and only chance. I know he's had a few. He's got loose lips. It could be the disclosure of the century. Who knows? But we'll just...
I haven't had a few.
We've just got what? It's...
By the way, can all the viewers see these two shiny spots on my head that I can see on the screen? Bloody hell.
No. Well, the thing is, we're actually looking at that balloon in the background, but there's one in the foreground as well. So...
A big balloon, yeah, right.
So there we go. Right, okay. Oh, hang on. Patricia Holt. This is a absolute scoop. The power of Facebook. Have you got a new car? You never told me.
Well, that just shows, because this afternoon I took a picture of it outside the house for her. That was like 2 hours ago, so she's obviously forgotten that already.
Oh, blimey. Oh, blimey. Well, look, I'm just going to jump back into my email from Patricia. So we were actually... Right. Your mum actually used to live near the Man City ground, is that right?
Claremont Road.
Claremont Road. So this is like the old days. Main road, isn't it?
Next to the Claremont pub.
Right. And
when I used to go to 6 weeks, used to go for a pint in the Claremont. Yeah.
Well, it's...
they're good.
Give Jed a chance.
Well,
good old days.
Well, the thing is, it's good that you've actually got that natural link with the club, unlike the rest of the fans. But it's a case of, that's good that is good to see. And the thing is, you're stuck with City through and through. And that's
Through
absolutely great. Yeah. You've absolutely suffered some absolute trauma. But there you go. You're not a red, you're a blue. That'll do us.
We've had the last 10 good years, but 40 not so good.
No, it is. It's lovely, and I'm just checking in on your mum, and your mum has actually been commenting online as well. I'll just have a run through the comments later. Steph Grunhill, he wrote a few cars off in his time as well. What's all that about?
Well, one or two.
One or two. It must have been black
I
ice.
think I've ever written them off.
It was black ice. Yeah. The thing is, whenever I see you driving, it's always going left to right. Is that the same on the road?
No, straight down the middle on the road, mate.
Oh,
Straight down
dear.
the middle.
Oh dear. Well, as I said,
By the way, Jed,
yeah.
I will say, all these people that you're talking to, Steph Grunhill, my mum, they're all Bolton folk, just like yourself.
And happy we're on the resurgence. The Bolton White Army are back. So I guess your mam would have been a big.
I didn't mean Bolton Wanderers. I meant just Bolton as a place.
Bolton as a place. So that's a shithole now. What a dump that is. You're better off out of it. So I think we'll just move on a bit, just about getting into the real Peter Holt, because I know you're a big fan of music. I know that, and we know you're a fan of the Who. I mean, that is my generation, but you're a big fan of the Floyd as well. Is that right?
Yeah, Floyd, Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Proper music.
And I tell you what, we even know that Maria is a big fan of music too. Is that right, Maria? You love your music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're a big fan
I
of.
do.
You're a big fan of Take That, aren't you?
Yeah.
When you stood 2 feet away from him and you didn't recognise him as you're handing over a cup of tea.
Excuse me, you're going to upset Mark shortly. Stop it.
All right, well, we'll move on there. But I tell you what, we have got some comments coming in now. This is a big scoop. I'm picking up. This is from Patricia Holt, and this is Steph Grunhill. Ask him about the toy shop experience. Now, we're not talking about Ann Summers. We're talking about something else here. What's that?
Toy shop, basically, a good old mate of mine, his dad owned the toy shop in Windermere. Just before Christmas, big Christmas display, Lego and what have you. I was going down to pick because we had a cafe in them days, I was going down to the local bakery to pick up the bread and the pies and all that sort of stuff. First time I'd driven in snow. I was only 17, 18, whatever.
10.
And I dabbed the brakes and went straight through the shop window.
Of the toy
The
shop?
whole display went. The toy shop, yeah. Yeah.
That's why they call him the Grinch.
Yeah. So that was that.
Oh, right, okay.
That was, made the front page of the Westland Gazette.
Well, that was only going to be superseded by being Hawkshead Barman of the Year quarter finalist, wasn't it? Is that right?
Hawkshead, yeah. Yeah, some good times in Hawkshead as well, Jed.
Yeah.
I played football for Windermere. I played football for Hawkshead, which was called Esthwaite Vale. And I also played, before I packed up my boots, I played for Grasmere.
Okay, so
Hung up the boots, sorry, that's the right saying. Hung up my boots.
Right, so I see you as like having a Franz Beckenbauer role.
No.
No?
I was on the wing.
You're on the wing.
Don't let this figure fool you. I used to be a bit of an athlete, actually.
Oh God, the next comment could be. Anthony's asking about you getting arrested. What the hell did you get arrested for?
All sorts.
For pinching pies. Right, what I'm going to do for the viewers.
Pinching pies, yeah.
What I'm going to do.
I got arrested for breaking into our own cafe.
What we're going to really? Was that like you the Grasmere one? Was it a miscarriage of justice?
No, this is in.
Grasmere pie eater.
No, this is in Windermere.
Pie muncher.
Me and my mates have been out for a few pints Friday night. My mum and dad were at this some Newby Bridge. That's where they were.
Ah.
And me and my mate were starving. Didn't have the key, so I let myself in through the window at the back. Fired up the microwave, which is in the front of the shop. Obviously, the light on the microwave come on. The fella from the pub across the road, the Queen's, rang the police and said, I think there's something going on in the cafe across the road. Next thing, blue flashing lights, and it was us.
Well,
And we got arrested for breaking into my own shop.
well,
Well, I was running it.
it's nice to see the police are effective in some jurisdictions. But there you go.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what, if me and Toby had gone to that job, we'd just eaten all the rest of them. Anyway, I've
We'd have had a pie party.
now what I've got. I'm going to try something a bit different here. I've actually got some photographs. Now you won't be able to see what's on screen, but I'm going to talk the audience through them, and I think Maria will know which ones I'm talking about. So we'll just see how this goes. It's a first for Rowany TV.
When you say audience, is there any left?
Yeah, we've got hundreds. Honestly, this will have like thousands. Here we go. Right, so what have we got? Right, so I can't see you, you can see me, but the audience can see the Holty at 60 series of photographs. So, can you see this, Maria? Have you got this on your phone or anything?
I'm trying now. I've got the comments. Oh yes, I can see live across the top. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got you can see that Holty at 60.
Yeah.
So the one in the middle is Holty and the old man, isn't it?
It is.
And then to the right, we've got this lovely, elegant lady. That must be Mum, is
Oh,
That's Patricia.
it? Hey, I tell you what a looker.
Yeah, Mum's not bad either.
Oh, come on. and then just to the left there, we've got. It looks like you're on your holidays. You don't look very happy.
Thomas Atlas.
But there we go. I'll just move on to the next one. There's 11 pages on this. So again, there's some look. Can you see that then?
can only see the first page still.
Right.
Have you nothing better to do?
It'll come through. It'll come through now. But what we've got is
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's the Mini Cooper, isn't it?
That's the Cooper.
So is that you?
OCW 911.
Is that you on the bonnet?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
And
It is.
it looks like you're holding a toy bus as well.
Probably.
Yeah, that's fantastic. But yeah, what a lovely picture there. And you've got a sombrero on the one on the right. It looks
Yeah.
like you.
Well, I had to be careful in my younger days, Jed. I was a ginger.
You what?
I had to be careful with the sun in my younger days. I was a ginger.
Really?
Can you say that now? Is that classed as racialist or what? Racist or what? I
No,
don't know.
it's classed as gingerist. You're not allowed to do that, but it probably accounts for that erratic behaviour and hot temper. There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
But your pubes are probably grey now. Anyway, there we go.
Oh,
So they're not.
too much info.
They're not because they're shaved off. There we go. Right, so
Dear.
the next
Yeah,
series,
maybe I'll-
right, the next series of photographs are brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Oh, it's you and your puppies.
Yeah, look at that. So when was that
Me and the
taken,
puppies.
Holty? Because I tell you what, I can see the redness, the strawberry sort of tint in the hair there. But that's a great one. So what's the story with the puppies in a pram?
I did go darker as I got older, I must admit. But no, not like Mark Walton. No additives. Mine was just natural. El natural.
What's the story with the puppies?
yeah,
What are they? Are they like
I had a-
Rottweilers
I had
or something?
a Doberman called Ben. Beautiful dog. I had him at the Albert actually. Yeah. But when I was in, I'll tell you where that is. That was in the Slate Quarry in Coniston. A lad, a mate of mine had a Doberman, bitch obviously, and I fell her up, and he did the biz, and that was the result.
Right.
Yeah, fantastic. And then the others,
Yeah.
Yes, but you on the holiday. No, so you blue mooning. You had the blue moon one on the cruise.
that was on the cruise on the right, and on the left, can't see that.
But Milner's Tower.
Milner's Tower.
Yeah, last in
Oh yeah.
Okay. We'll
Oh
move.
yeah.
lockdown.
We'll move
There you go, on
that's
the left.
Oh God.
onto the next slide. Have you got that yet? With I think that's the dog in question, isn't it?
That's the dog in question. Beautiful dog. Oh, I've just had a message now. My sister's crying apparently watching all this.
Oh.
That was in. That was on the cruise. That wasn't the day we missed.
Pisa.
That was
in Pisa.
that was in Pisa. Yeah, 2 days before we missed the boat coming home.
Oh.
You're probably all aware of that. And the one on the left, obviously playing pool. Was quite handy in my day. Pool, Jed.
Look at that sultry look on that.
I used to play a lot of snooker as a kid, so pool became, well, it seemed quite easy at the time because the table's like
Yeah.
10 times smaller, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, you've potted it. You've potted a few pinks over the years, haven't you?
Yeah, I certainly have. Going back to that one, just like yourself, Jed.
So we've got quite a moody, enigmatic Holty there with the dog, the Doberman.
Yeah,
That's a great picture. It looks like the ironing
We
needed to
had,
get done in the background, but that's not your job, is it?
is it what?
That's not your job, is it? The ironing.
no, the ironing, no.
So,
I don't know what it is.
There's a pie.
Yeah,
Anyway, we'll go on.
We've had lots of Dobermans as families. Absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic dogs. Fantastic.
Right.
As our staff is. brilliant.
Oh, well, we know we love Blue. So, anyway, so we've got the next series of pictures, which are interesting. Have you got,
To say the least.
have you got them up yet?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's
the one
going
on the
on?
left. The one on the left is my granddaughter
Frankie.
Frankie, who lives in the Borders. They're in Gretna, just outside Gretna at the moment, but they are going shortly moving to Annan, where David, my son-in-law, originates from. He's a great lad. Proper Scotsman, loves Rangers to bits. So we have a bit of banter about the football, as you can imagine. And he likes a pint like myself, so we get on really well. And Gemma's my daughter. Sienna and Frankie are my granddaughters. Love them to bits, don't see them enough. And in fact, the middle picture, I think,
He's taking them their bar.
yeah, that's right, that's taken in their house where there is a bar. And I don't mean just a bar, it's like a mini pub. Absolutely fantastic, love it.
So what
And
about what about the one
on the right?
on the end? It's like it's a cross between George Formby, Kirk Douglas the Viking, and a groupie. What's going on?
Well, the story is, obviously, I'm into my music. You'll see in the background with the glasses hanging up, that is the bar. That is the bar in my mum's house that obviously my dad put in. He had a bar taken over from Windermere. He had it transported over to Spain. So where my mum lives now is because sadly my dad passed away. She's still got the bar there, but that was the Red Rose of Lancashire. That's what he used to do. He's racing. He used to race motorbikes before he went on to rally cars.
Oh, what a guy! What a guy! Absolute legend.
That's the story behind them.
So we'll move to perhaps some characters that we know about. It's hardly Baywatch, this, isn't it? It's hardly Baywatch, but we've got
Right.
we've got Steve 5 Minutes Gandhi.
Steve Gandy, a good mate of mine.
Kenny.
Him and the lovely Nina, they're very good friends of ours. We've spent some good times. We have go out for a drink together. We've been away together. Love it. That is in Fuerteventura. As is the bottom one. That is outside on the veranda of my place in Fuerteventura. And in the right corner, that's my good old mucker Kearney.
Mr. Kearney.
Love him to bits. He's one of the first lads I met on the Isle of Man. In fact, I met him before the Isle of Man. We were playing in a licensees golf tournament at Pleasington, just outside Blackburn. Beautiful course. It was some alcohol-sponsored day, as you can imagine. Can't remember who it did, but we ended up meeting up in the bar later on, and we've been best mates ever since. Lovely John.
He's
not
he's a star.
He won't be watching
No,
anyway.
he's a star, and for God's sake, just get him to be captain of the club one day, will you? Just one day. Just make it happen. We can only go so long without having some quality. Apart from the guy this year who's ace and everything. But anyway, so there we go. We've got the next photograph. Is it like Harry Potter on acid? What's all that about?
In Germany.
That was in Munich. Yeah. Went a bit wild on the old Steins that day. I was a bit pissed by the time I bought that hat and put it on. But it was a good time.
Was it a football
Maria's
game?
brother lives
Was it a football game?
Maria's brother lives out in Germany, so we go
Yeah.
and see him now and again for 2 or 3 days. And that was good.
Yeah.
And the one on the right,
I think you're at a local
That could be a
hostelry. A local hostelry.
that could be a bar. That could be a bar anyway.
That could be any time, anywhere.
That
any
could be
place.
anywhere.
I think it's the Falcon.
Well, I'm just trying to look. I don't know if it's a Falcon or not. It
It
might
is.
will be the Falcon.
Is it
Yeah.
the Falcon? Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a mushroom
Yeah,
going out the
that's
floor. There we go. So, so on this one, here we go.
And moving on.
Now that your mate Billy has got it.
Here we go.
Haven Holmes. There you go.
Adds a bit of character. So just coming up now, we've got a newspaper cutting, and it's on the screen now. I think you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like
That's the Albert. That's the Albert.
I don't know how
First
this
time.
came about, but what was the
mean?
story here? The extra brewmaster. This is Camera, the real ale experts.
Well, when we had the Albert, we sold the best pub on the island, didn't we?
No, Kay's got it, and he had all the.
Pat and Kay have taken over the mantle, and I think they've won it a couple of times since then as well. Maybe more.
Well, maybe we should put a bid in for the fair at Royal Rowany for the glorious pint of bitter that you serve up from time to time. Look, we're going to have a next photograph, which I think means a lot to you.
Yeah,
Oh, Gemma will be cringing.
that was my daughter's wedding day. What can I say? Very proud moment. Beautiful day. There's another story behind all that, but I'm not going to go bore you with all the details. But that was a fantastic day up in the borders. Yeah, I was made so welcome by everybody. Everybody made me feel so welcome, although I didn't know most of them, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Can't say any more than that.
No, I totally get it, and we've been with you all the way with that. Absolutely wonderful, and just hopefully soon everyone can be reunited.
Yes,
I mean,
we spoke about that earlier when we had a bit of a shambolic Zoom meeting. Yeah, we did. We managed to get the message through that we need to all get together.
Now,
and at the end of the day, Jed, we'll all get through this. We'll all get through it. Most of us will get through it. Unfortunately, some that won't. But most of us on the island will get through it. And bigger and better things.
Well, look, we've got a great selection of photographs now, and it really shows what you've brought to Rowany with Maria and with Becky and with the family, in that you've injected quite a bit of life into what we've got, and I think this set of pictures just speak for themselves. What a lovely set of people you've got around you.
We haven't mentioned Becky yet, but she's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. She comes down and helps us. Obviously, she's got 2 kids to look after. She's got a job. She lives in Derby, so she travels down. She's fantastic with the members. Yeah, love her.
Yeah, and the membership loves her too. And of course, behind every good man, we've got a good woman, haven't we? And I'm just bringing into the last picture. It'll just flash up on the screen any second. We know how lucky you are, mate. And it's been great for Maria to help us out with putting this together. But here she is, holding everything together. We've seen it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, what you like?
Yeah, she's just and thank you, Jed. Sorry if you must be short of ratings. And obviously nothing else to do this evening. But anyway, for them of you that have managed to stay awake and not switched off, thank you very much. I've had a lovely day up to now. We're going to order a takeaway for tea and probably another couple of bottles of wine, and that'll be it.
Well, it's been lovely.
Watch the football, watch the golf.
No, Liverpool are on. Don't bother with that. They're gone. They're past it, aren't they?
I know. They're playing Chelsea, aren't they?
No, we'll just sign off.
Either way.
We'll just sign off
Anyway.
now. We'll just say big thanks to Mark for singing Happy Birthday, and it was so lovely to see him again. It really was, because we do miss Mark, don't we?
Once again, Mark, thank you very much, mate.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Mark.
Hope to see you over here soon.
Yeah.
And also, Jed, thank you very much.
No, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully, the relatives far and wide and friends just enjoyed a bit of a connection with you, and we wish you well. We wish you well, and if I could, I'd see you out this broadcast with maybe some bagpipes, but I think that could just be too much. It could be too much.
No, I'd start crying if you did the bagpipes, Jed.
Oh no! Well, fair play to you, and Maria, you've brought something into the evening that's going to distract us from all that shit that's around the island at the moment. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your takeaway, enjoy your wine, and we'll catch up in due course.
Right. Cheers, Jed.
Thank you very much, Jed.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.